Yo, what is up, everyone? At the end of the Why AI Fails video, I made a promise. I'm spending some time going deep on prompting for analytics. I'll be showing what works, what fails, why it fails. I said I would talk about Copilot getting the numbers wrong. Well, during my testing, that's exactly what happened. But then I went to record, and this is like take 3,000. Copilot behaved differently. It was the same model, it was the same prompt, but I got a different result. To me, that actually makes this more interesting than the original plan. I'm gonna switch this episode up, right? I'm gonna kind of shift. It isn't gonna be about catching Copilot being wrong. It's more about understanding how AI behaves in real world analytical systems. And so when a vague prompt gives you one answer during testing and a different answer during several previous recordings, it tells you inconsistency exists somewhere. And in analytics, inconsistency should matter. It matters to me because numbers, like I said in the first video, don't lie. So let me show you what happened. Enough of all this talking, you know what I like to do? Let's head over to my laptop. You can see here's my model. It's just a basic start scheme of some data I generated. Nothing too fancy about it. Some measures, I hid a bunch of unnecessary columns and gave my measures some pretty good names, okay? So we're gonna go ahead and open up Copilot. Remember, this is the same data set. I've changed nothing. What were total sales last month? So we'll get back to this response, okay? But AI systems like Copilot, because of this variability, they seem non-deterministic, at least for now. Some people may argue with me about whether it's non-deterministic or deterministic. They often infer intent based on like model signals, naming, metadata, time, logic, and context, kind of like my prompt. And I did this intentionally, right? This vague prompt. I was leaving room for interpretation. So let's take a look. It's saying, hey, I can get that for you. This makes sense, right? This is fair. Which sales measures would you like to use? There's a few measures in my model, and this is true. Also, it wanted to know about the previous calendar month. If you meant the last 30 days instead, let me know, right? It's like, hey, what are you doing? And so across me recording yesterday, recording today, recording a couple of days ago, this behavior can change for several reasons. The back-end model updates, subtle interpretation shifts, session context, time intelligence, even minor metadata changes. None of those things mean Copilot is broken. It means vague prompts increase variability, the ability to get inconsistent answers. And so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to remove the interpretation and we're going to give it a really specific prompt. So you can see I'm saying use this measure, which Copilot asks me, and then do the total sales for the most recent complete month in the data using the date table, but also tell me which month you're using. All right, so there's a lot to unpack here, right? So the first thing, this answer required more analytics than usual. Check it carefully, and AI can make mistakes. So let's take a look at this DAX. So what it did was it gave us lots of comments, and it's telling you what it's trying to do the most recent complete month using the date table. So it's grabbing the max date month. It's doing some math to determine the max order date. Then it's finding the last date. Then it's doing lots and lots of things, but down here, it's using my measure. It's using the actual measure that I want, right? So that's what I need. And then down here, it says, based on the available data, the total net sales is this for December 2025. And if I explain this out, it gives me a complete explanation, right? And if you're like me, you're like, well, wait, Patrick, why did it return December? In my data, I intentionally didn't come all the way up to the date of recording because I wanted to see how Copilot behaved when I gave it a specific prompt and a vague prompt. And so let me show you what the data looks like. And so we go here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go to date. I'm going to choose year, and I'm going to make this a slicer, old school slicers, right? And then we need to change the settings. Make this a vertical list. And so I do have data in 2026. And so I'm like, well, if I have data in 2026, why didn't it give me a month in 2026? And so let's go back here. I'm going to drag month name here. Don't suggest. And then I'm going to bring that business KPI here. And then I'm going to choose 2025 just to make sure. So this is the number that it gave me, right, for December. But why didn't it give me anything in 2026? Let's see. So January, I bet you, because in my prompt, I was really specific. I wanted the last complete month. And so we'll go here. There we go. And so it's saying, hey, January is not complete. So the last complete month in your data is actually December. And so I removed any variability. I made the prompt as specific as I can, and it actually gave me what I wanted. So let's ask Copilot one more question before we leave this. Why did you choose December 2025? Okay, December 2025 was chosen as the most recent complete month because the available dates includes figures for every month, January through December 25. December is the latest month in the sequence, and there is no data shown for months beyond December, indicating that the most recent complete. Okay, it looks like it did exactly what I told it to do. I guess if I had completed data in January, it would have returned January. And so in analytics, we don't just care about getting the numbers once. We care about reproducibility and consistency. If the same prompt doesn't reliably produce the same reasoning path, that matters. Maybe something's wrong with your prompt. Maybe there's something wrong with your model also, right? So this episode isn't about Copilot being wrong. It's about understanding how AI behaves in real systems, including like it did me when it surprises you. Now, in the comments below, I'm going to make a link available. Go and download the sample data set. Test this out yourself and tell me. I want to know what you observed. Where? In the comments below. And also post other questions and comments. In the first video, there was lots of engagement, and that's why I'm here doing the second video. If you want to learn more about Fabric, Copilot, AI, Power BI, probably a video flying above my head. And as always, from Adam, Martha, and this guy, thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next video.